Hello everyone, welcome to Automotive History Through Diecast. It is that time again. We have a sealed case of Car Culture Circuit Legends. Yes, it is double sealed. They are all double sealed. I've heard a lot of different talk that they're double sealed because people at the manufacturer are stealing the chases. The people who transport them are stealing the chases. I don't think any of that is true because we haven't gotten any with cars missing. If they were stealing the chases, they'd have to have the regular Ferrari to put in there. And I don't think that's the case. What I was told, and I think it is the true reason, is Ferrari wanted their sticker on the card. So they had to go back and, like the sticker they do on the RLC for Porsches, they had to go back through and put the stickers on. Before I open this, I wanted to talk a little about hunting. I don't know about yous, ladies and gentlemen, but hunting has gotten impossible for me. Can't find main lines. I find some premiums, but it's never a full set. I get the joy of this hobby was hunting and finding, and I think you should still do that. But I think it's really time to move into the new century on this hobby. And I guess what I'm saying is what I do is I buy it offline. This box I got from Phoenix Diecast. I'll put his logo and everything up here. He's a guy who lives in the same state as me, about an hour away. But he met me. Sealed box. I paid $90, so $45 a set, so not more than the store, or not much more. And I'm guaranteed all 5 cars. I'm not guaranteed a chase. I hope I get a chase, but if I don't, that's okay. At least I have the option. In the store, the Ferraris aren't going to be there. I really believe the biggest problem is the employees. I don't think it's scalpers, or maybe the employees giving it to scalpers. I don't know. But every time I go in a store and there's a crate, like a shipper to be put out, it's already open. Sitting on the pallet, already open. I know personally myself, I know of a close friend of mine who has worked things out with managers of stores. So I think it's a battle we can't win. So I'm just trying to give you another place to get your stuff. I picked this up, so it was $90. I think he said it would be $90 plus $15 shipping. With, like I said, with the chance of a chase, and there may not be, but at least 2 Ferraris. I know those are going for over $20 a piece. The 2 Porsches are going for probably $15. So your money's in here, and he gets everything. He's got L-Case. He's got Pop Culture. He gets all of it right from Mattel. All right, enough talking on my soapbox. I'll get down. We will open this up and see what we have. Alrighty. I want to be surprised like you, so I'm trying not to look. Okay, it is open. And if I get this flap here, it stops me from seeing what's in there. Unfortunately, it may make me pick the chase right away, and it's not as dramatic, but either way. All right, first we have the Pandem Subaru BRZ in a pearly white. So, because the way they're packaged, the next one should be the same thing. Yes, there's the 2 of those. All right, what do we got next? We have the Mustang. I am not a fan of that wheel. I'm sure it's cool, like on the real thing for drifting, but I'm just not a fan of it on the Hot Wheel. All right, so the next should be another Mustang. All right. There we go. What do we have next? Oh, we got 1 Ferrari. It is not the chase, and like I said, if I don't get the chase, I'm okay. The fact that I'm getting 2 of these, 1 open and 1 to keep on card, is awesome. This is the sticker I was talking about right here. Ferrari wanted that on the card. All right, I'm nervous. All right, are we ready? This is it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I got another Ferrari. Like I said, I'm excited to have two of these. And then what do we got? We got the Porsche. Like I said, at least I get this excitement. I know when I go to the store, I'm not even getting a Ferrari, let alone a Chase. Here is the other Porsche. And then the last one is this Porsche, the racing Porsche. And then this other racing Porsche. All right, let me pause you guys. We will open that one set up and take a look at them. All right, so here is the racing Porsche. Very cool. I don't have any of these in my collection, I don't think. So it's cool to have one now. Nice white or red with white stripes. And then next is the Mustang. Like I said, I love the car. Alright, for some reason it stopped recording. Sorry about that, I'll do it over. Here is the Mustang. I think it's beautiful, the blue accents on this. Just don't like that back wheel, it looks cheap to me. But I understand what they're trying to do. It would be a cool concept in drifting. Next we have the Subaru BRZ Pandem, which is cool because it gets the wide body kit. Very nice, not too much, just a nice clean car with a little bit of deco. And then here's the Porsche, and like I said, on its own, if there was no Ferrari, this would be the hit of the case. But you know, the Ferrari's there and everyone's excited about that. This is the same casting that Roxy and Rexy were made from, so that's cool. Again, not a lot of detail, but just detail in the right areas to make it look nice and premium. And then last but not least, here's the Ferrari. I'm not much on collecting race cars, but this is super nice. And just the technology, where they've come from, is just amazing. So I'm glad to add this to my collection. And like I said, I didn't get the Chase, but I'm okay with that. At least I felt like I had a chance. Going to the store, I feel like I don't have a chance at all. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is at least give yourself a chance to find what you want. All right, well, I appreciate you stopping by. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.